can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. On the run, it's Bishop. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to throw the football to win games. They can run it, and they can get explosive plays because of this guy's speed and skill set.
The sure hands, it's Staley. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. Calls his own number. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Volunteers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Using his feet. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. Now on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I love the 4th down, they punch it in, they get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer, I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get this goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, They got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Using his legs, it's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to impose their will with the run. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Yamali Ava to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCLA! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play, and he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turning on the Jets, making the big play.
And he puts through the extra point. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Fielded in the end zone, it's Dotson. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Offense in an empty set. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Smith. Running free. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Vols want to move quickly. This quarterback part of their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown ball!
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Turning it on! A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Deafening noise. Here's Iamaleava. Throws to the back. It's complete. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body. A guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll go right back to the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Here's Iamaleava to throw. He's got it. At the 35, he's open. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Knight. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Fourth down, Iamaleava. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go. Ready.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Slips through the line. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Gives it on the option. Stopped behind the line, and that's pretty much going to offset the gain on the previous play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've got
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Iamale able to throw for it on 4th. Fires to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. The run inside. It's Bishop. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Could not make his way to the corner. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give him credit, too.
He wants to go deep.
Thank you, Nico.
It's picked off.
Now get out of Knoxville, baby.
Time. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Looking for room. It's Bishop. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Unloads quickly. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And it's no good. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Iamaleava got his man at the 45, on his way. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
Back to pass. It's Iamaleava. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Running inside. It's Knight. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Makes the grab. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Quickly to the tight end. He picked up some of that lost yardage, not enough for the 1st down, and in the waning seconds, they do get the clock stopped.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's 2nd and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it, but he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a 1st down, but now you're set up 3rd and short. And this all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little release to the back. He goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't pick up anything, but he did save a few seconds. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Trying to beat the D deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Driving his way all the way down to the
Good game, bro.
line. They get the timeout,
Great
and
game.
the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this.
Good game.
Make or miss, win
Get
or
Nico out of
lose.
Knoxville.
Dead center perfect. And now they take the lead.